In the final months of Padre Pio's life, he was granted a vision so intense and disturbing that it left him speechless for days, with tears of blood marking his agony. This vision wasn't just a glimpse into distant possibilities, but a prophetic blueprint unfolding before our very eyes in 2025. His insights, long sealed and now brought to light, are not just predictions but warnings, divine calls to action for those ready to listen. Padre Pio, a man revered for his extraordinary spiritual gifts, including the stigmata, bilocation, and reading souls, saw what he described as the Great Warning. This wasn't a simple message of doom but a roadmap for spiritual preparation and awakening. What he foresaw isn't a far off yet, it's already happening. The first sign, nature in chaos. In 2024, we began witnessing natural disasters unlike any recorded in human history. These events weren't just coincidental, they were the first marker of the timeline Padre Pio described. Massive earthquakes, storms of unprecedented ferocity, and unpredictable shifts in the environment signaled the start of something greater. But this was merely the beginning. The second sign, a world out of order now, in 2025. The second sign is clear. Padre Pio saw a world where seasons defied their natural rhythms. Snow falling in summer, flowers blooming in winter. These strange occurrences aren't just environmental anomalies. They are symbols of spiritual imbalance, a deeper sign of humanity losing its connection to divine order. More than weather, this represents a moral and spiritual disarray. Families are fracturing, communities are breaking apart, and what was once considered sacred is being disregarded. Padre Pio spoke of technology as a tool for deception, capable of creating illusions so convincing that they could lead even the faithful astray. The 3 days of darkness. Padre Pio's most harrowing vision was of a time he called the 3 days of darkness. This wasn't just physical darkness but a profound spiritual void enveloping the earth. During these days, the only light will come from blessed candles, and the presence of evil will be palpable. He saw demons manifesting in physical forms, attempting to manipulate and deceive. This isn't meant to inspire fear but to emphasize preparation. These 3 days will separate the faithful from the deceived. Those who remain steadfast will find divine protection, while others may falter under the weight of this spiritual attack. A global deception through technology. Padre Pio warned that technology would be the primary vessel of a great deception. In 2025, we're already seeing glimpses of this. Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented experiences blur the lines between what is real and what isn't. He saw people becoming so absorbed in false realities that they lose sight of their spiritual identity. The danger lies not in technology itself, but in how it's being used. It's a tool, Padre Pio warned, that could either build connection or lead millions away from truth. A spiritual awakening amidst chaos. The heart of Padre Pio's message, however, isn't despair, it's hope. He foresaw a time when the greatest spiritual awakening in history would emerge from this chaos. A great sorting will occur, where humanity will be divided not by politics or economics, but by the choices they make about their faith. Padre Pio described this as a purification process. Those who remain faithful will experience a strengthening of spirit, becoming instruments of God's work in extraordinary ways. Miracles will become commonplace among believers. The sick will be healed, children will prophesy, and divine protection will surround those who trust in God's promises. The rise of false prophets. Another critical warning was about the rise of false prophets. These aren't just individuals claiming divine authority, they are voices amplified by technology, capable of performing miraculous signs and wonders designed to deceive. Padre Pio emphasized that these signs would be so convincing that only those deeply rooted in their faith would discern their falsehood. He also foresaw ancient heresies re-emerging, repackaged to appeal to modern sensibilities. These deceptive teachings will challenge the core beliefs of Christianity, making it even more crucial for believers to stay anchored in Scripture and truth. Preparing for what's ahead, Padre Pio's vision wasn't just a warning, it was a guide for how to prepare. Here are some of the key steps he outlined. 1. Stay in a state of grace. Regular confession and a strong relationship with Jesus are crucial. This isn't about fear-driven rituals, but about maintaining a clear conscience and a close connection to God. 2. Deepen your prayer life. Prayer will be the most powerful tool in these times. Padre Pio emphasized the importance of both individual and communal prayer, using it as a shield against spiritual attacks. 3. Strengthen your faith community. Believers will need each other more than ever. Padre Pio foresaw faith communities becoming hubs of both physical and spiritual refuge. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals will be essential for staying grounded. 4. Protect your families. The vision included specific warnings about how children would be targeted. Parents must be vigilant, teaching their children truth and shielding them from harmful influences. 5. Trust in divine provision. Padre Pio saw how God would provide for his people during these times. Food, protection, and guidance will come in supernatural ways for those who trust in him. Signs of divine intervention. Despite the darkness, Padre Pio saw unmistakable signs of God's presence. Natural phenomena will occur that defy explanation, serving as reminders of his power and love. These signs will often appear in places of prayer and worship, offering reassurance to the faithful. Fear is the enemy. One of Padre Pio's most profound insights was about fear. He warned that fear would be one of the enemy's strongest weapons, used to paralyze and mislead. But for those who place their trust in God, there will be an unshakable peace, even in the midst of chaos. The greatest awakening yet. Above all, Padre Pio's vision culminates in hope. He saw how the challenges we face would ultimately lead to a renewal of faith on a scale never seen before. The trials will purify the Church, strengthen believers, and draw millions into a genuine relationship with God. Young people, in particular, will play a vital role in this awakening. Padre Pio saw them receiving divine dreams and visions, guiding the Church through turbulent times. The spiritual gifts that have long been dormant will awaken, empowering ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary things. What this means for us, this message isn't just history or prophecy, it's a call to action. Each of us has a role to play in God's unfolding plan. The decisions we make today will shape the spiritual future of our families, communities, and the world. Padre Pio's vision isn't about fear or despair. It's about preparation and hope. The challenges ahead are real, but so is the power of God's love and protection. We are not passive observers of these times, but active participants in a divine story. Let this message inspire you to strengthen your faith, deepen your connection with others, and trust in the promises of God. Even in the darkest times, His light shines brightest. Stay vigilant, stay faithful, and know that you are not alone. The greatest opportunity in history. While the vision highlights immense challenges, it also reveals an incredible opportunity, the chance to be part of the greatest spiritual revival in history. Padre Pio saw people turning to God in droves, inspired not by fear but by the undeniable presence of His love and power. You have a role to play in this story. Whether through prayer, sharing this message, or simply living a life of unwavering faith, your actions can ripple outward, touching countless lives. A call to action. This isn't just a message to reflect on, it's a message to act on. Padre Pio's vision is unfolding now, and time is of the essence. We must choose to align ourselves with God's plan, committing to be vessels of His love and truth in a world that desperately needs it. Consider these steps as you move forward. 1. Pray daily. Ask for guidance, strength, and wisdom to navigate these times. 2. Share the message. Don't keep this to yourself. Share it with friends, family, and anyone who will listen. 3. Support one another. Be a source of encouragement for those who may be struggling with fear or doubt. 4. Stay grounded. When chaos swirls around you, stay rooted in your faith and trust that God is in control. Moving forward with faith, Padre Pio's vision reminds us that while darkness may come, it is temporary. God's light will always break through, bringing hope, healing, and redemption. As we face the challenges of 2025 and beyond, let us do so with courage, knowing that we are part of a greater plan that ends in victory. This is your moment to step into your calling, to be a light in the darkness, and to participate in the divine unfolding of history. Take heart, hold fast to your faith, and trust that God's promises are true. You were made for such a time as this.